Hello and welcome to another episode of Daily Reflections. Pastor Sean coming to you from a front porch here in Sonora. Well, it is a gorgeous day. The wind is breezing along and we are just enjoying this day. Sky and I have been inside and out today, enjoying the day and then enjoying the air conditioning as well. It's just a gorgeous day. The blue skies above us. The robins and the cardinals are out in our front yard building nests and moving around. We've seen plenty of butterflies floating around as well, and it's just been a great day. It's been a great day. I was up this morning at Ashworth, and it was my day in the rotation to check kids in and to screen kids coming into our summer workout program. And so I was there with a bunch of the kids and checking them in, talking with them, laughing, cutting up, having a good time. There were a couple of ladies walking around on the track. I spoke to them. They were very friendly. And as the day rolled on, I got to thinking more and more about my morning. And one verse came to my mind. Do unto others as you'd have done unto you. Treat people like you want to be treated. We're in a world right now that is in a chaotic state. It's a chaotic state that's going on right now. There's all kind of left-wing extremists, right-wing extremists, people hating on people. People are angry about everything. I flipped on the news today and there was a guy screaming against the government and against America at the top of his lungs. I mean, he's just screaming. He won't even let the commentator make any comments. He's just screaming and carrying on and going on and on and on. And I thought, my Lord, how does anybody know what your opinion is when you won't let anybody ask you any questions? And so, in a world full of extremisms, treat people like you want to be treated. Do unto others as you'd have done unto you. I made a few phone calls this week. I've talked to people, sent out a bunch of text messages, some Facebook messengers, different things like that. And I'm checking on people. Why? Because when I'm not around, I want people to check on me. I'm encouraging people. Why? Because every once in a while I need to be encouraged. I'm telling people that I love them. Why? Because I want to hear I love you back. I enjoy hearing that from our people. And so when we treat people like we want to be treated, they'll smile, turn around, and treat us like we want to be treated. Do unto others as you'd have done unto you. Now, I know we're in a world right now that, like I said, it's a little chaotic. It's a little chaotic, but don't buy into it. Don't believe everything that you see on the television. Don't buy into all the insanity. There are still a majority of people in this country who love America. Not everybody agrees with every congressman, every senator, or even with our president. Not everybody agrees with the political views of the Republican Party or the Democratic Party or the Independent or the Libertarian. We don't all agree on politics. We don't all agree on religion. We don't all agree on all of these different hot topics that are going on right now. But here's the one thing that we can do. Treat people like you want to be treated. When I go to Walmart, I smile. I talk to people. I laugh. If somebody's coming down the aisle and I can't get through there, I'm going to say, oh, let me make a U-turn here. I'll catch you on the backside. Or I'll make some kind of comment. I always speak to the ladies who are checking me in and the ladies who are checking out. I always make sure that I speak to people. Why? Because I like for people to talk back to me. Treat other people like you want to be treated. Show some love. Show some care. Show some compassion. Give somebody a second chance, a third chance, a fourth chance. Why? Because at some point you may need a second chance as well. You may need a third chance. You may need a fresh start. We did a marriage conference for many years. Sister Stephanie and I did. We would take a retreat to Gatlinburg, and we called it the Fresh Start. Because at one point in our marriage, we needed a fresh start. We needed to wipe away some stains, wipe away some pains, put away some aggravation and some frustration that we had developed as young adults. And when we gave it a fresh start, we became happier. We loved one another more. We talked more. We had better communication. We ended up smiling a whole lot more. And we held by that scripture verse that says, don't let the sun go down on your anger. Don't do that. Don't let. So we had to have a fresh start. So everybody needs to be treated by you the way you want to be treated. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean to be fake and put on a phony face? No. You don't have to be fake to put on a smile. You don't have to be fake to tell somebody good morning. You don't have to be fake to do those things. Sometimes it's tough. Sometimes you have to press on. Sometimes you have to do like David and encourage yourself in the Lord. Because some days you don't feel like it. Some days you just don't feel like it. Now, you don't know this, but Sunday at church, I didn't feel good. We'd had some Japanese food the night before, and it did not agree with me. And so I had been up and down all night with stomach issues, and I did not feel good at all Sunday morning. But I still smiled at you. Still told you I loved you. Still got up and treated you like you wanted to be treated and like I wanted to be treated. And I pressed on, pushed through, and God gave us a great day. I preached what I felt like was a good message, and you responded well to it, spoke to everybody, and made my way through the day. There have been times when I've preached with a headache. There have been times when I've preached with a backache. There's been times when I've preached with a sprained ankle and a busted knee. But I pressed on. Why? Not because I'm phony, not because I'm fake, but because if I was in that situation and my pastor came up and preached on Sunday morning and delivered a word to me, I'd be happy I was in the house of God. Well, I have to press on sometimes to get to the house of God. You have to press on sometimes to get to the house of God. And what do? We treat each other with a smile. We treat each other with kindness, and we feel better about it afterwards. I speak to people at the bank, at the gas station. I speak to people sometimes, and it scares them. I guess because I'm speaking to them. They're not expecting somebody to talk to them. I walked around a gas pump a couple of days ago. The lady was having trouble, and I could tell she was having trouble. And I walked around, and I poked my head around, and I said, "Is there anything I can do to help?" And she says, "I don't understand this system. It keeps telling me this, and I'm trying to figure it." And I walked around, and I spent 2 minutes helping her out. 2 minutes. She smiled and said, "Thank you so much. Nobody helps anybody anymore." And I said, "Well, just trying to be a blessing." Smiled real big. I may never see that lady again. May never see her again. But you know what? At that moment in time, I treated her like I would want to be treated. I treated her like I would want somebody to treat my wife. I treated her like I want somebody to treat my mom. I treated her above and beyond what everybody else would have done. But that's what Christ calls us to do. We have to soldier on. We have to treat people like we want to be treated. We have to be friendly when it hurts to be friendly. We have to smile when it hurts to smile. We have to love when it hurts to love. Why? Because we've been called to a higher purpose. Do unto others as you'd have done unto you. I promise you this. When you treat people good, they'll treat you good. And if they don't treat you good, God will deal with them. Plain and simple. God will deal with them. Okay? So, do unto others as you'd have done unto you. See what happens this week. I'm looking forward to seeing you this Sunday at Irwin Hill. Let me apologize for the quality of this video. My webcam fell off the bar stool last night, and apparently it took a tough hit because I haven't been able to get it to turn back on. So I'm videoing today from my laptop, so the quality is not quite as good, and I apologize for that. We'll be back up on HD very, very soon. But just keep this in mind. I love you. I'm praying for you. I hope you enjoyed the Bible study this morning. Look forward to Pastor Patrick continuing his series in the morning. I think it's called Labels. Yes, it is called Labels. He's continuing that in the morning. Check that out at 11 o'clock, and then I'll see you again this weekend at Irwin Hill Church of God. It's Friend and Family Day, so bring somebody with you. I love you. I'm praying for you. God bless you is my prayer.